Hello students, welcome back to your English class. Today we are going to learn the second lesson from your book for class 9. So today we are going to learn from the book Beehives, the second lesson, the sound of music. Before we start the lesson, we need to know what is the meaning of sound of music, right? It is very easy. Sound of music means the sound which comes from music. Yes. But sometimes when the music comes out of a music system and it does not proves pleasant to your ear, do you love that sound of music? Obviously the answer should be no, right? But most of the time whenever we think about music, we think that it is pleasant, it is soothful, and it is pleasing to our ears. So how do the musicians come up, how do the musicians grow, or how do they bring so sweet music for us? In this lesson we are going to learn about those particular things. The lesson do have two parts. The first part is about Evelyn Glennie, and the second part, which will be about Bismillah Khan, the legendary Bismillah Khan. So, how these two musicians made their fame, we are going to learn in this lesson. So, let's start with the first part. Evelyn Glennie listens to sound without hearing it. Can you hear any sound without hearing it? Or can you listen to any sound without actually hearing it? Can you? It is quite impossible. So let's know about Evelyn Glennie. Who was she? Evelyn Glennie is a multi-percussionist. She can play about 1000 instruments with perfection. Various musical instruments she can play. She also listens to sounds without hearing it. Even she fought against a physical disability, which we are going to learn in this lesson. She fought about a physical disability, and her fight against the disability makes her an inspiration among thousands of people. So this was a short theme which I had provided for you about the lesson. So let's start with the story. Before you know, God may have taken her hearing, but He has given her back something extraordinary. What we hear, she feels far more deeply than any of us. That is why she expresses music so beautifully. Read the following account of a person who fought against a physical disability and made her life a success story. So, in this story, we are going to learn about that particular God, that is Evelyn Glennie. So, let's start. Rush hour crowds jostle for position on the underground train platform. Underground train platform means in the metro. A slight girl looking younger than her 17 years was nervous yet excited as she felt the vibration of the approaching train. It was her first day at the prestigious Royal Academy of Music in London, and daunting enough for any teenager fresh from a Scottish farm. But this aspiring musician faced a bigger challenge than most. She was profoundly deaf. So, this first paragraph shows a certain place where a girl is sitting, that is a metro station. A girl is sitting and she is about to go to the prestigious Royal Academy of Music, which is in London, because of her music classes. Though she is deaf, which we get to learn, but she do know music. That's why she is going there to learn. And it is quite daunting means frightening. It is quite daunting for any teenager to go to the Royal Academy of Music. Evelyn Glennie's loss of hearing had been gradual. Her loss of hearing was gradual, it was not all of a sudden. Her mother remembers noticing something was wrong when the 8-year-old Evelyn was waiting to play the piano. They called her name and she didn't move. I suddenly realized she hadn't heard. So her mother said that there was a time when she was around 8 years old, and from then onward, slowly she was losing her power to hear. She did not move when she was asked to play a piano, and that was the time when her mother understood that something wrong was going on with her. Says Isabel Glennie. Isabel Glennie was her mother. For quite a while, Evelyn managed to conceal her growing deafness from friends and teachers. But by the time she was 11, her marks had deteriorated, and her headmistress urged her parents to take her to a specialist. So, by the age she was 11, her marks was deteriorating, and her mother was asked to take her to a specialist. It was then discovered that her hearing was severely impaired as a result of gradual nerve damage. Because of nervous damage, she now could not hear anything. They were advised that she should be fitted with hearing aids and sent to a school for the deaf. She must be sent to the school for deaf. Everything suddenly looked black, says Evelyn. Everything was black means she was very sad. But Evelyn was not going to give up. She was determined to lead a normal life and pursue her interest in music. One day she noticed a girl playing a xylophone and decided that she wanted to play it too. Most of the teachers discouraged her, but percussionist Ron Forbes spotted her potential. But Ron Forbes, who was the percussionist in the school or the music teacher, he spotted her potential. He began by turning two large drums to different notes. She started playing two different drums in two different notes. Don't listen through your ears, he would say. Try to sense it some other way. There should be some other way in your body which you should sense it. There is no way to hear it. Suddenly, I realized I could feel the higher drum from the west up and the lower one from the west down. She could feel the vibration of the drums. Forbes repeated the exercise, and soon Evelyn discovered that she could sense certain notes in different part of her body. She could feel it. I had learned to open my mind and body to sound and vibration. The rest was sheer determination and hard work. So everything was hard work along with her determination to know, to learn. She never looked back from that point onward. She toured the United Kingdom with a youth orchestra, and by the time she was 16, she had decided to make music her life. She auditioned for the Royal Academy of Music and scored one of the highest in the history of the Academy. She gradually moved from orchestral work to solo performance. At the end of her 3 years course, she had captured most of the top rewards. So she got all the awards which a musician can get within the 3 years of her course in the Royal Academy of Music, which was in London, and thus she was going to be famous. Thus she gained her fame. And all and for all this, Evelyn won't accept any hint of heroic achievement. If you work hard and know where you are going, you will get there. And she got right to the top. The world's most sought after multi percussionist with a mastery of some 1,000 instruments and hectic international schedule. Now she was having an hectic international schedule, a schedule which she cannot break through, a time which she cannot break through for herself. It was an hectic schedule for her. It is intriguing to watch Evelyn function so effortlessly without hearing. In our 2 hour discussion, she never missed a word. Men with bushy beards give me trouble. She laughed. She said that men who have bushy beard, it gives her trouble. Why? Because with beard, the vibration of the sound cannot come out exactly, and that's why she cannot feel the sound. She cannot feel it exactly. That's why she faces problem. It is not just watching the lips, it's the whole face. She needs to look at the whole face to find out what one person is going to say or speaking, especially the eyes. She speaks flawlessly with a Scottish lilt. With a Scottish lilt, she speaks. My speech is clear because I could hear till I was 11. Till she was 11, she could hear, and that's why she could speak very nicely. But that doesn't explain how she managed to learn French and mastered basic Japanese. She learned French as well as Japanese, but how? That she did not told. As for music, she explains, it pours in through every part of my body. It tingles in the skin, my cheekbones, and even in my hair. She could feel the vibration in every part of her body, on her skin, on her face, ears, nose, every organ. She could feel the music. On a wooden platform, she removes her shoes so that the vibration passes through her bare feet and up her legs. She always performs barefoot so that she could feel the vibration much more clearly. Not surprisingly, Evelyn delights her audiences. In 1991, she was presented with the Royal Philharmonic Society's prestigious Soloist of the Year award. She got Philharmonic Society's prestigious Soloist of the Year award in 1991. Says master percussionist James Blades, God may have taken her hearing, but he has given her back something extraordinary. What we hear, she feels far more deeply than any of us. What we can hear, she feels much more than that, even what we feel. That is why she expresses music so beautifully, and that's why she can express music so beautifully. Evelyn confesses that she is something of a workaholic. She is like a workaholic. She loves to work, she loves hard work. I have just got to work, often harder than classical musicians, but the rewards are enormous. I have worked hard and the results are also enormous. Apart from the regular concert, Evelyn also gives free concert in prisons and hospitals. She also gives high priority to classes for young musicians. And Richlin of the Beethoven Fund for Deaf Children says, She is a shining inspiration for deaf children. They see that there is nowhere that they cannot go. She is an inspiration to everyone, especially for the deaf children. And now, the deaf children, they really feel that they do have something in their life to do. They should have a aim to accomplish. Evelyn Glennie has already accomplished more than most people twice her age. She has accomplished more than the people of her age has acquired. Even she had acquired twice that. She has brought percussions to the front of the orchestra and demonstrated that it can be very moving. Orchestra, which always used to stay behind the scene, but she told that yes, it could come in front and it should be very easy and interesting for everyone. She has given inspiration to those who are handicapped people, who look to her and say, if she can do it, I can. And not the least, she has given enormous pleasure to millions. She has given inspirations to others. Yes, that is right. But along with that, she has given pleasure to millions of people around the world with her sweet music. Deborah Cowley. So, this one was your first part about Evelyn Glennie. Go through it. I hope you won't have any doubt regarding the lesson. Thank you for today and have a nice day.